More people are looking for ways to improve focus, stress, and overall well-being. And here at GetWell Solutions, that starts with understanding what the brain is doing in the first place. Today we're learning how their approach uses brain-based technology to help people feel and function better. And here joining me today is Devin Higgins and Dr. Julie Lyles with GetWell Solutions. How's it going, y'all?
We're doing well, thanks.
Doing
How are
real
you?
well.
I'm doing very good. We are here at GetWell Solutions, so I'm looking to get well here with you all. But, I first wanted to get a little background information as to what goes on here at this location. So, what goes on here?
It started out initially as a chiropractic practice. 10 years ago, we added neurofeedback. We chose BrainCore technology. It's the tops, in my opinion. Our outcomes in the last 10 years in the Louisville environment have been extraordinary. All of the recovery things that you see in these retail-based places that aren't part of a comprehensive treatment plan keep popping up, and people go spend their money here and there and there. So we've brought some of those things under this roof also. The red light therapy, we have the mechanical traction chairs, hyperbaric oxygen therapy. Those are recovery tools we use in addition to the actual brain and body changes that are made through chiropractic and neurofeedback.
So, neurofeedback, we're going to be talking about that a lot today. What really is neurofeedback?
Neurofeedback is a therapy in which we help retrain, reorganize brainwaves. We treat kids, adults, seniors, you name it, kids on the spectrum that have a hard time controlling their moods, their emotions, their cognition. And it's just a way in which we can retrain, reorganize those brainwaves so that we can get better at GetWell Solutions.
Yeah, gotcha. So a lot of big words are being thrown around right now. I am probably not the most qualified, smartest person in this room by far. You guys, I'm speaking to a doctor right now. So we were speaking about some metaphors off camera to sort of explain how the practice works. So what really is going on and how do people get in the chair and get in here?
I like to explain BrainCore is in a way of throughout life you can experience emotional, physical, and chemical stressors straight out of the womb. And the body was designed to brilliantly adapt. There are some people, though, that are forced to adapt too often. And when that happens, the body starts to compensate. And in order to compensate, it'll start creating speed bumps. It has to take material, though, from some other part of the brain, creating a pothole. And so you take the pothole stuff and you pile it in a speed bump, and pretty soon you've got a really bumpy road. Things aren't working the way it's supposed to. Neurofeedback for me, in a simplistic fashion, Devin likes to get technical, is that we start to bring balance back. We start to take those compensations, fill in the potholes, get you back to a brilliant adaptive state. One of the things we see in here is when people can't express their cognition. Parents have these wonderful kids, they love their children, you can see it's a good environment, but the kid won't behave, the kid won't do what they're supposed to. That internal frustration is the children's inability. He keeps falling in the potholes, he keeps stubbing his toe on the speed bumps. He can't express to his parents what he wants. The reason we started with BrainCore is our child, we were told at the school, on a scale of 1 to 10, he had a 4 out of 10 in focus issues, right? Mm-hmm. But at home, my precious little son, I was starting to maybe want to mutter the term jerk under my breath. And he's a wonderful kid, but what was happening is he wanted to do what we asked him to. He wanted to perform, but there were some imbalances in his brain, I think, where he bumped his head when he was 2 and maybe had a concussion. He couldn't get it out when he got under more stress. And we sought out BrainCore neurofeedback. Because he is a chiropractic kid, we've always done all those trendy things everybody cares about now. We've always done those right. He responded brilliantly. And then that led me to remember one of my colleagues talk about the BrainCore technology, the neurofeedback, as an addition to not only the spinal care, but specific neuroplastic change to the brain. So 10 years ago, we brought that into our office, and we did it because of a personal reason, and now it's evolved, and Devin's been the head. I hate technology. He handles the technology part. I fix people with my head, my hands, my heart. Devin fixes them with technology, and the outcomes, we change lives. We absolutely change lives.
Yeah. And I think much of what you're saying, like Julie does, hands-on. Neurofeedback is like a personal trainer for your brain. And so what we're doing is actually it's exercise for your brain that's going to actually help that brain be able to do the things like focus, stay on task. So it very much coincides with what we do with chiropractic as well as neurofeedback.
There we go. I think I need to come in here for a therapy session of my own.
Sounds like a good plan, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, of course. So how can people get started if they're looking to?
Well, the way people usually get started, number one, they can always come in for a consultation. A lot of people don't know what neurofeedback is, so we sit down, explain it to them so they can make an informed choice. But when they do come in, we do a thing called a brain map. It's a very easy diagnostic test that we do. We put a cap on the head, we record brainwave activity. It takes all of 25 minutes. What we'll do is compile a bunch of information. As we're doing that brain map, nothing's going into the brain, there's no shocking, no nothing, they're just gonna relax. Meanwhile, we're recording brainwave activity, we're gonna put all that information into a report, and we're going to go over the report with you that's going to pretty much coincide with your story. And as I say your story, I mean what mom and dad are saying about their child not being able to focus, stay on task. The brain map tells us why. Think of it as like a weather map. You can't see through the clouds. We don't know which direction we're doing, which way we're going. The brain map tells us, hey, there's certain brain waves that aren't working the way they're supposed to. And that's the root cause of why we can't focus, stay on task, or maybe perhaps it's why we're lashing out so bad.
Well, thank you guys so much for talking to me today.
Thank you.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you,
Wonderful.
Bryce.
Alrighty, if you guys are looking to relieve some stress, relieve some anxiety, and fill those potholes, as Julie was saying, you guys need to come on down to GetWell Solutions, or you can go online to braincorelouisville.com to learn more.